Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Tar Heels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He's going to let it go. He's got it. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
To the air on first down. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Looking to take a shot. Complete to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
And there was some eye contact going on there on that last play. Press man coverage. The receiver was looking at his guy like, please throw this up for me. You know we got this one. I'm going to beat this guy at the line of scrimmage and make a play. Quarterback, there was no doubt where he was going with it. That's just two guys being on the same page.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Just keep slinging it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to it early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it on the move. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They grab the early lead. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
That makes the score Ole Miss 7, North Carolina.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Knight. Pressure coming. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
The Tar Heels are facing 3rd and inches. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. After the incompletion on 2nd down, it's 3rd and inches. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Setting up the screen. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
That's a 3rd down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So 3rd down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Tar Heels have their offense in high gear. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
At the 31-yard line. Brings up third down.
And the Tar Heels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Flips it out to the back. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And that wasn't easy. Hitch route on 3rd down with tight coverage. The receiver doing a great job shielding the defender away from him, catching it and getting the first.
Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. To the air, it's Knight. The screen, he's got wheels. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. Got enough space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Play action. Bring in the heat. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Got a man, it's Thomas. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the 2nd quarter. So far, first down here as they go back to work. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
So now it's second and long. It's a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
And they fail to hook up on third down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Rebels will try to move the chains on fourth down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go for it on fourth down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Rushes on him. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
The offense changing the play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets it past the marker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And that last play is why it is a gift to have a short-term memory in this game. Second and long coming up. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 4 over Eastern Michigan. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Fakes the grab. Uses a nifty move to work his way to the 24.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
To the air on second down. Finds the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Smart play by the quarterback. Nothing open. Dump it off to your running back. And listen, he's a running back. He's used to having the ball in his hands, and he's a big running back. So if you want to bring that to the ground in the open field, it's very difficult. Great job by the running back making a play.
Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow. Who knows how they got that thing back? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
And the Rebels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Here's the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This defense doing a great job bringing pressure, multiple looks, different guys, back-to-back plays. Now bringing up a 3rd and long. Pressure on the quarterback is coming.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Touchdown, Rebels! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7. Handoff to the single back. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Fires to the big fella. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Quarterback may change this route. Running back searching for a hole. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll run the option. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Looking to throw. Got his man on the right. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Might be looking to run. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He splits the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Well, you love to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the uprights. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
On the move from inside his 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. To the air, it's Knight. Using the quick game. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Quickly to the tight end. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest. In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And the Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on! Got some room in under the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UNC!
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. UAB is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up by 17 over Georgia State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're looking to throw on second and short. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Still on his feet at the 45. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Gives it on the option. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. There he goes! And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Looking to pass inside the red zone. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Back to pass on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Wants to throw on third down. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So As soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21.
North Carolina, 24.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Set to kick this one away.
Here he comes with the return. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Fires to the middle, and it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee.
It's never easy on defense being in a sudden change situation like this. On the very first snap, they take a shot, you're backed up almost in your red zone. Great job forcing an incompletion now to catch your breath, get some momentum.
This time on target. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys.
With the score, North Carolina, 24, Ole Miss, 21.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
Ole Miss, 28, North Carolina, 24.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback making checks. Just going to keep it after the snap. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway.
Oh, he's got some space. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Using his legs, it's Murray. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Back to throw, it's Knight. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is third down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the fourth down.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
To the air on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to throw it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Rebels are rolling down the field. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. One more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. They'll keep it on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
6 remain.
Going right to work up top. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage And they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44.
And obviously you're in a tough spot. Like, you're down a couple of possessions. The defense knows you're going to throw the football, so you can tell they're backed up. They're playing the pass, and the offense has to take the little stuff underneath. They've got to find a way to make explosive plays, even though the defense is playing conservative.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Leaves it with the back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. They'll try the run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today, and hey, who knows, maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.